Hi and welcome to today's video, which is for my empties for the month of September 2023. I've got my big bag here by my side. I've changed location. That's because I have a stand now, a positionable stand, movable bendy stand for my camera phone. So basically I'm able to move to another location. I did have another one, but it broke a long time ago and I never replaced it. I had a proper tripod. So yeah, I'm now in my bedroom. You can see my little Theresa Marie sort of Rococo light at the background, but it is quite dark because I'm actually sat in front of a large window. It's rainy, so it's not a sunshiny day, but it is. I'm filming in natural daylight, which is because I know previously I've actually been in the kitchen mainly when I've been filming, and I've had to use internal lights as well, which have been a bit glowy and white. But this is probably the best representation of me and my skin for when you see me and I'm referring to makeup. And I've newly dyed my hair earlier on this week, so yeah, that's nice to have that done. So anyway, it's the last day of the month. There's nothing else going in today into my empties, so I thought I would set off with and do it today rather than into October. But can I say thank you very much for coming to drop in. Thank you for people that have been subscribed to me a long time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and also for new people who have found this channel. I'm amazed that that as many people as they do, although my tiny micro channel watch. Can I say thank you very much. I know there aren't many between my demographic, but what I will do is I'll do a video. I'll try and do a get ready with me, which I used to do a long time ago, and I'm a bit out of practice, but I will do one and share a little bit about me and my life, so perhaps you can get to know me a little better. But anyway, without further ado, I'll go on to the empties. So I think the only makeup empty I've got is Roller Lash Mini, and this is by Benefit. I've got it on today, but it's on its last legs, and I've had it open 2 months, so I would be looking to get rid. Now you can still feel that's quite dry. It's a dry piece, is it? I've got it all over my hand now, but yeah, it took a good 5 minutes to coat these lashes, and I don't like them particularly thick. It's obviously run out. It's okay. It's good for curly lash, but I have quite curly lashes. They curl up, they're not straight, but it's a bit crispy for me. They tend to go a bit crispy. So, and that seems to be the fad of late, that it's for volume, but I like sleek, like vinyl lashes. They're my sort of favourite. I know YSL had them for a while, but I just make do with what I get, either coming in advent calendars or beauty boxes. I'm never short of mascara, but if I am, I would probably look for ones that's more of a shiny, glossy mascara. That would be my preference. And it's not oily and doesn't transfer. So I'm starting a new mascara for the 1st of October. Then I have Radox Muscle Soap, which I've seen before. I need to desperately pick up another one because this is the last one. I've had a lot of sore muscles. My back and my legs have been particularly bad, but I'm able to put about a quarter of that at a time in a bath with bubble bath, and it really helps. I actually like the scent. It's an aromatic herbal scent, and it's got like rosemary in. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Though it doesn't particularly look like rose, because I do have a rosemary bush, but that's often what is in there. And it says thyme. Yeah, that'll be thyme. It's lovely, and I think it does the job. It could be psychosomatic, but I think it does help with my muscles. Then I have a mask. I don't tend to have sheet masks, but I'm really going to have to try and go through them. It's a Dr. Althea. I've had this for ages. Herbal Beauty Velvet Mask, and it's like a moisturising mask with calendula in, and yeah, it was nice. Yeah, calendula and chamomile. So it was a moisturising, calming sort of mask, and it was fine. Then I have a bubble tea, and I do like these whenever I can pick them up. I'm not always sure where I can get them. I don't know whether I get them at the range, to be honest. And it is the Berries Bubble Tea Bath Salt, and that was really nice. So where bath salt tend to have a menthol scent, they tend to mask it with other things, unless you like the menthol. And this one yeah, it was a nice fruity berry one. I liked it. I only just finished that this week. Really, really nice. It softens the water, but I live in a soft water area. It doesn't create bubbles, that's the name of the company, but they have other products which bubble. Then I have an Imperial Leather Muscle Recovery Bath Soap, which I finished off at the very early part of the month. It was partly used in August. It was nice enough. I'd either pick that up or the Radox, depending on the price, because I tend to go whichever is the least expensive, really, and what promotions that they have on. Then I have another, and this is one I picked up in a beauty box, but I used to buy them back when they used to do super size. This is Molten Brown, and it is the Heavenly Ginger Lily, and it's 100ml. Now, these foam really, really well. You need a tiny amount. Although you can use it for bath and shower. If you put it into the bath, you probably need all of this for one bath, maybe more, to get bubbles. But instead, what I do, I put it into a sponge, a net sponge, and then I use it to wash my body the same as I would in a shower. So I've enjoyed this. For one time I got sick of it because I was always using this, but I got this a while ago in beauty boxes, and I've got several of these, and I do like Heavenly Ginger Lily. Then I've got a hand cream I've just finished, and I do date I try and date things coming into my collection. This is Wild Rose Hand Cream by Neil's Yard, and that's lovely, rich and emollient. It has an old-fashioned rose scent, I would say, but not particularly feminine rose, but it's lovely and rich and emollient, and it's really good for my hands. Yeah, it can be used all year round because it is very emollient. So yeah, that's got used up, and I do like Neil Yard's product. I've got more to use up in the future, but I do like that one. Then I've got PS Natural cleansing wipes. So I don't know if they're from Primark, because PS is Primark. They were fine. I found them, I'd lost them for a while, partly used them, they were sealed, and I was able to use them again. They're fine. I use them after I use a cleansing. I don't like cleansing oils, but I like cleansing balms, and I remove my eye makeup separately generally with a specialist by phase oil and water. Take the makeup off, and then I use a wipe to remove the gunge, and then I have a bath, and then I use another cleanser for the face. That's generally the way around I go. So I use that when I wear makeup. On days I don't use those wipes. Then I've got, and I use a micellar water, a milky type of micellar water, if I don't wear makeup, if you know what I mean. Then I've got Fruits, Strawberry Pomegranate, and that's from Wilko, who have now gone, which is very sad. But that's a lovely strawberry bath bomb. I don't tend to use them all the time if I use the bathing crystals, because they do much the same thing, they soften water. Then I have, let me just see what I've got in here. Oh yes, I've got a U Beauty, got this from an advent calendar. It's U Beauty Resurfacing Compound 15ml. So I think I was able to use that gently on the face once or twice a week, because I think it's got AHAs in. I'm sure it's an AHA based one rather than a BHA or I don't think it's got glycolic acid in, but this was fine. It was worth it. I think it's at £85. I wouldn't pay £85 because I don't like chemical exfoliants, but I used it because I got it. For some people they may prefer it, but like I didn't put it on my face for more than a couple of minutes. I think what they said you can do is you put it on underneath other serums and go along about your day or your evening. I didn't do that, but U Beauty was doing the rounds in advent calendars last year and the year before, and that's where I got that. And like I say, it was okay, it didn't blow my mind. Then I have, by Molten Brown, the Heavenly Ginger Lily body lotion, which I used when I came out of hospital as a light lotion. I didn't do it initially because I think I waited about 6 weeks. I didn't want to damage the scars in any way. And then I've been able to use that, and I'm on to other things now. Then I've got Sarah Chapman Skin Assist Morning Facial, and it's supposed to be elixir, but it's supposed to be like a serum, but it's actually an oil, and it's very, very heavy. So if you put that first on the skin after toning, you can actually, it may affect the ability of other products to sink or vector into the skin. So I think it was a barrier. It is a barrier to other products. So what I did is I would use other serums, and I used this as an oil at the top on days I wasn't wearing makeup, or of an evening. And because this is 50 ml, but it did take a long time to use up because it's quite a heavy oil. I've got another one. This was in an advent calendar, and I actually have another one. I suppose you could use it as a serum if you're using it as a serum moisturiser. I suppose that's the way that you suppose you could use it, but it is a morning facial, it says. It was fine, but I really wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't use it again. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Then I've got a Jurlique Radiant Skin Foaming Cleanser. That was nice enough. It had a scent, a slight rose scent, which you tend to get with Jurlique. But I do like rose. If you don't like rose, it may not be for you. Then I've got a Radox Muscle Therapy. This is the red one. And it is blended with minerals, black pepper scent and ginseng. Now, I don't like the scent of black pepper, but it was quite a warm, herbally fragrance. And I do like the red one, but I tend to alternate between having red and blue Radox. I don't like the green because it's eucalyptus, so I'm not a fan. This is another bath bomb. I'm not sure which one it was, I'm afraid, because I do have a collection that I tend to work through. Then I've got Cussons Rainbow Fruits. This was a kind of like a fruity, sweet scent for children, I would say, but it worked for me. It's 500ml, got a few baths out of that, and it was quite foamy, because things with Cussons is they're very, very, you know, an old company that knows what they're doing, and it does foam well, which is often an appealing trait, you know, for children. Then I have a Roger Gallet sorbet, and this is an orange sorbet, so it's a very lightweight gel for the body. I've had it a long time, and it needed to be used up, and it was nice. It was lovely, light, very good because it's gel light for summer. Then I've used a Rodial Vitamin C gel. It's called Vitamin C Brightening Mask. So what you do is you put this on cleansed skin, a dry cleansed skin, for about 10 minutes, and then you wash it off again. And it obviously gives you a little bit of a boost of vitamin C. So when I wasn't using other vitamin C products, I would use that, and it was a few times a week, and it was very nice. Then I have Lacura Cotton Rounds, which I do use for makeup removal. Then I've got this item, which actually Mr. Bear gave me, and it was something I did buy. And I've not heard from this company, but it was 2 or 3 years ago. It was being released in the UK, and I bought a set, and it's Swell Ultimate Volume Shampoo. So it was part of a set. Now, at the time, I thought, oh, it'd be a good idea to give volume to the hair, but because my hair can run quite coarse, it looks quite, uncontrollable. So I don't use volumizing products. I use sleekening products, but I gave that Mr. Bear. He said it was all right, and he got quite a few uses out of that. Then I've got a product that I pick up nearly all the time, Latest in Beauty, but funnily enough, not this time. It's by Bramley. It's a UK brand, and it's a bath oil. And I just put a capful. It's uplifting bath oil. And does it say what is in it? With lemongrass, spearmint and coriander. But it does smell quite fruity rather than spicy. And it's 30ml, so this does last me quite a few baths. And I really enjoy that. Then, I do have, that's a declutter. Right. I've got a candle, because this came in a beauty advent calendar, and this is Neome Happiness. So this is like a chamomile type candle. It says neroli, mimosa and lemon. Now, to me, I don't particularly like the scent of Neome candles. They're very naturalistic. They're not enhanced fragrance. So I've got to give them credit. It is quite naturalistic, but it's got quite a green base or a muguet sort of fragrance notes to it, which I don't like. So it's not something that I particularly enjoy, but it was nice enough in the bath. I burned it in the bath, but I had to burn it quite a few hours, because with candles you've got to let them cool all the way out. If you get any rings in, then they burn uneven. So I did manage to use it all up. Like I say, I've got it, I used it. It's not something that I would purchase. Then I've got by Way Detox Shampoo. I used a bit of it and the rest I gave to Mr. Bear, because I think it has SLS and SLE in, or SLS in, sodium lauryl sulfate. He used it because it is to fluff the hair out, and it is a detoxer, and he really enjoyed that. I'm not saying I won't use it, but when I dye my hair, the shampoos that come with that will have SLS in anyway, which helps cleanse the hair. So at least once a month I'm using that, and the rest of the time I use SLS free products. Then I've got this, which took a long time to use up, and I think I will be buying another. It's from Marks and Spencer's, and it is their Restore Apothecary, or the Apothecary range. This is called Restore, and it's fragranced with geranium, cedarwood, eucalyptus and lavender. Now you mainly get geranium and cedarwood, you don't really get the others because I don't like eucalyptus or lavender, but there's various scents and some were very lavender heavy. So out of the 4 or so different types of bath oils, this is the one. They're all in a similar box, but they've got, you know, different titles. Restore, one might be Uplift or whatever, Relax. So this is the one that I prefer, so I'm going to pick another one up, but because I only use a capful, it lasts an awful long time, and it was only £8, so I should be picking some again. This range is really, really nice. They do room atomizers, lots of different bath and home items. Really, really nice, really inexpensive. So I'll definitely be picking that up again, but I've just got a few more oils to go through, if you know what I mean. Then I have, let me just see here. Oh, I've got another cotton round that I managed to use up. And I've also got a soap. Now there's a soap brand I really like. You can buy it online, but I actually went into their shop, or what, I think they've got maybe 2 shops, or 2 shops knocked in together. And this is by a soap maker in York, and it is Bluebell soap. Really, really nice. A really nice hand soap, and it doesn't melt. A lot of them go soggy. This one doesn't, or not too much. It tends to hold its form quite well. Really enjoyed that. It's a little more expensive than a standard soap, but I did enjoy that. Then I have another Molten Brown, that's Tobacco Absolute, which is a favourite of mine. It's more masculine than feminine. Mr. Bear used it, as do I. It's absolutely gorgeous, so that is probably my favourite scent. It's lovely for winter, but we managed to use it all up. Then I've got another one that I've used up, which is Replica Beach Walk. And I just wanted to get that used up. I'll just reach across, and this is my, so it's the House of Maison Margiela Paris, and the Replica range, and Beach Walk. So this is my full size of that. Yeah, I find the fragrances absolutely captivating. Not all of them, but I do like quite a number of their fragrances. Then the next item I have is, well, actually the last items I've got are declutters. So in a project pan I put in the Mighty Matte palette to use up, to start using up an eyeshadow for a base for my eye colour, and this is very old, and it's number 7, which is a UK brand, and unfortunately they've all gone powdery and dry and patchy, so I've had quite a lot of use out of it. It was inexpensive, so that I'm going to throw away because it can't be passed on, because the quality has gone entirely from it. The same with, I was looking for another one to lay down on the skin, and I've got this very old one by Karen Millen, and it's new 267, because she's a British designer, clothes designer, and she used to do makeup in boots, and it was really very nice stuff. This has gone, actually it's not too bad. I'm going to give it another try. I'm going to take it out. Because it's not too bad now. It may have had a bit of hard pan, so I think I'm going to take that back. That is this one. I think I'm going to take it back and try it again as a bone one. Because once they get, you know, very hard and dusty, that one I think has silicones in it, so it's still a bit buttery. I'll give it another try. But this one is definitely going. It's a face stick from like a bronzer stroke blusher from Clinique. So it's all the range now. This is very old, and Clinique did this years and years ago. So this is going. It's starting to smell. And then I have one more item, well, one more small item. This is from Topshop, and I think I picked this up from TK Maxx, and it's a matte eyeshadow called Cool Down, and it is a very strong red, reddish tone berry, I would say, a berry pink. I've got that in other things. I don't need that one, so I'm just going to pass that along because I've never used it. And then another item I'm going to pass along is an item that I picked up, I think it may have been last year, from Latest in Beauty. It's by Arbonne, and they are like Avon in America. In fact, Avon's left the US, and this continues. The quality is hit and miss, but this just isn't something that's going to work for me. So basically you get a blush that's a bit like Orgasm, you get quite a warm toned bronzer, but both of them are quite light in that they don't impart a lot of colour. And then you have eyeshadows which are nice enough, and then there's a little tab you can pull out the dual end lip gloss, so a darker and a lighter. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to pass this on to someone that I know who will like that, and along with this shadow, like I say, I'll pass them on. And I do have another couple of items which I'm passing on as well, that came out of an advent calendar this year. I'm going to be passing on NARS Velvet Matte Lip in Dolce Vita. I just don't like them. I just do not like the matte lip at all. They're not precise enough for me. If they'd been a gloss, I could have got on with them better, but that's the colour. And it isn't even the colour I object to. But no, I've tried it on the hand. It really isn't for me. So I'm going to pass that on. And like I said, that was out of an advent calendar. And the next one I'm passing on is a serum that was from an advent calendar by Mother, the brand Mother. And it's a lovely bottle. I'll show it. It's an absolutely gorgeous bottle. Or to me, I mean, obviously it's a personal preference. There it is. Look at that. Stunning. It is glass, but obviously it's been painted metallic, ultraviolet, I would say, and it has a dispenser. It's a really nice packaging. The only thing, it may be not most stable because it's tall and thin, but and it's Mother number 1. What does it say? Serum. Now, the reason I'm getting rid is its main ingredient is aloe vera, and I am extremely sensitive. Aloe vera burns my skin. So, and this, I think this is worth £60 odd for 15ml. And I think it's a fairly new brand. But I'm going to be passing this on to a friend that's expressed an interest in that. Because like I say, yeah, it's number 1 serum pour le visage, 15ml. So I'm going to pass that on. So yeah, anything I can't use, I do pass on. It's no use giving it my bet off because he won't use serum. So, you know, and it's expensive, so I'd rather give it to a friend who will use it. So they're all my empties. Like I said, I'm going to reclaim one back, but all of those are ones that I'm passing on. And to be honest, I got rid of the Airborne face one because I was prompted, because I'm interested, I don't know, in getting one of the Pat McGrath Mini Bijou palettes. And there's one, is it Sunlight Splendour or something Splendour? And I am interested in that, but the swatches on Pat McGrath's website aren't very, very good. They don't seem to represent the palette, but, you know, I do have a lot of problem with Pat McGrath because the swatches are never as what I think they're going to be. So I have to go with what other people put on, either on YouTube or, you know, or online, and then I'm able to actually get from there, see which are the best matches. They're never what Pat McGrath says. So I think it's her lighting that she uses and the white balance that she uses with the models. I know a lot of people complain. I'm not alone in that. But if I get someone who tries it online with a similar skin tone to me, with able to swatch, then I'll make a decision to buy, because the qualities are varying with Pat McGrath. It's just her colour swatches just never work out right for me. So I was trying to make room because I'm sick of having too many palettes and too much stuff. So I'm getting rid of that and obviously that, because I only want to have 12 large palettes. That's gone old. There's another one I want to work on next year, because there are 2 palettes that I'm interested in buying, which are by Natasha Denona, but I just don't want to go over the palette numbers that I've got, because I just don't want eyeshadows to expand in my collection, because I think the years of wearing adventurous eyeshadow really are behind me because I have hooded eyes. But anyway, if I do make a decision, at least I've got one face palette out. I haven't got many, but that's one out. And I'm working on getting rid of two more face palettes maybe next year. So like I said, that's gone, and at least I'll be able to give it away to a good home. But can I say thank you very much for watching on this bleak, horrible day here in the UK. Hopefully I shall see you in another video. Otherwise, take care of yourselves. Enjoy what you can of your day or tomorrow, whenever you're watching me. And hopefully I shall see you again in another video. But otherwise, do take care of yourselves, and bye for now.